Here is the Dubuque you know, nestled away in its beautiful bluffs. What you might not know is how Dubuque is changing, for the better. There are people from nearly 50 countries living right here in Dubuque. Our community is now a global community.
It was one program from church, and I remember one speaker, and he talked about how we need to prepare here for people who will come from other countries. And I really liked he said, we are here. We are already here.
I am Gabriela Nesler. I have been here 8 years ago.
I am Naved Ahmed. I've been here for about 11 years now.
I am Olga Kazberuk. I came to Dubuque in 2001.
My name is Maida Jolet. I came to Dubuque in 1997.
There's so much cultural diversity in Dubuque today, and they're here to stay. And many more will follow them, and that's only going to further enrich our community. As I listen to their stories, in many ways, they mirror what has happened in my life and in my growing up in the city of Dubuque. Those stories now are a part of the fabric of Dubuque, and they're part of what Dubuque now and in the future will look like.
Dubuque is a very peaceful town. It's grown a lot more diverse in the last few years. When I first came to Dubuque, there was only 3 or 4 Muslim families. Now we have about 70 or 80 people that come to the mosque on a daily basis. So initially, when in 2001, 2002, we used to go to someone's house to pray for our Friday prayers. Now we have a 2,000 square feet mosque that we all gather together, and there's a standard worship. I really, really appreciate the peacefulness and the calmness and everybody saying hi to each other and everybody smiling at each other when they see each other. That is what I appreciate about Dubuque.
My husband and I, we enjoy our work out here. But after, living here for the past 5 years, my daughter, she tells all her friends back in Detroit, Michigan, she says, you guys should move down here, She says this is one of the safest places. So she has been kind of promoting Dubuque a lot. We have almost everything out here, everything within the 10 or 15 minutes, that's what it is supposed to be. The schools are very close. My daughter goes to a very good school. Although we have her home back in Michigan, I think even if we were offered a job, I'm not sure, if it would be that willing to go back. We are very comfortable here in Dubuque.
We like to go to the river. For me, it's one of the best places. I come from a really small town. We love the open areas. We have a little creek in the middle of our little town. I think bring us home. If you go by the river over here in Dubuque, you feel like somehow you're going home. I don't think I can never be again just Mexican. I feel like I have one feet there and one over here. Half of our life is there. This is our future. So I think now we are part of both. It's a big change, but it's worth it.
I think diversity adds great value for every community. At work, I have to partner with engineers. I have to partner with salespeople to better our company. The same applies in every community. You have to work with each other to foster your community. The more you get to know other people, you become educated, you become knowledgeable, and you become enriched to help you make better decisions. So I think the benefit we get from diversity is the perspectives it allows us to go through our everyday thought processes.
Diversity continues into the classroom. In the Dubuque Community Schools alone, there are nearly 20 different languages spoken, providing an excellent opportunity for students to learn from one another at an early age.
I get very excited when I incorporate my literacy and I pull in books from their culture. From that excitement, my other students build on that. They feel that, and then they ask a lot of questions about it.
lots of pictures in India. He's going to go and...
I'm hoping that how I share all of this with my students, they will pass on to the people that they interact with and their children as they grow up.
We've attracted some very skilled individuals from many countries. You're dealing with business and industry from around the globe, and the more that you are a diverse population, the better you'll assimilate your businesses into those global marketplaces.
At a work environment, you can have diversity through different backgrounds. At Prudential Retirement where I work, the people in my team come from very diverse backgrounds. So to me, that's also defined by diversity. Prudential prides themselves on diversity, and one of their commitment is to diversity. So each year, they commit to a month for diversity. They bring outsider speakers to Prudential to talk about diversity, to grow more as a diverse company. Having a town being more diverse, a person's horizon is going to be much wider.
More than ever, the world is changing and we're becoming a global economy. We're depending on each other. So the more you can create an environment that reflects the world, the better off and prepared you are.
Diversity is an important and welcome change in Dubuque, but the reality of diversity is struggle. It's not easy adapting to change. Maida Jolette and his family came to Dubuque from the Marshall Islands, where the weather is 90 degrees year-round.
Coming to the United States and stay with the cold weather is really big difference. Most of the women, they wear sandals. During winter, they still using the sandal to walk around the snow. And right now, they kind of learning more about the winter clothing and how to deal with the cold.
When I was pregnant of my first kid, I was in the hospital. I was in pain, many people talking around you, all the nurses, doctors telling you something. And looking at you like, and the people was waiting for my answer. Sometimes you have the vocabulary, you know the word, but you don't know the pronunciation. You feel scared, you forget all. The immigrants, we need to learn the language, maybe a little patient.
No matter how different you are, you have to respect each other, encourage each other, and each person has something to offer to the other person. And when you go with that attitude, I think we could make this place a better place.
We've just been growing culturally with the diversity of population that's coming to Dubuque. Everyone that I've talked to has felt that their lives have been enriched, and certainly cultural diversity lends a great deal to that effort. I mean, that's really what it's all about, being a part of a global community, and so Dubuque has really grown in that respect.